Welcome back to Stardock. We've been out of censor range over the holidays, but we're glad you're back to join us. And today we're talking about some interesting Star Wars theories. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're talking about the themes in Star Wars and what they might mean. You're listening to the Emperor's theme, everybody knows that. But there are other themes. Especially now in Force Awakens, there's a theme called Snoke. And the interesting thing about that is that we've actually heard this theme before in Revenge of the Sith. There's a track called Palpatine's Teachings, and it's when Palpatine is telling Anakin about the tragedy of Darth Plagueis. It is pretty interesting because in Star Wars everyone's got themes. There's the Vader theme, if you remember. It's basically the Imperial March. And the Emperor has his theme. We've been listening to it. And now you're listening to Palpatine's Teachings. And it's very similar to a track called Snoke. It's incredibly similar. So there's a big theory out there that Snoke is actually Darth Plagueis, which is very interesting. Now, I read the book, The Tragedy of Darth Plagueis. And in the book, even though we can't trust the expanded universe anymore, but it does tend to leave interesting clues, because Darth Plagueis in the book actually tricks Palpatine. Darth Plagueis doesn't die like Palpatine thought. He actually convinced Palpatine that he was dead. So if you remember back to the original Revenge of the Sith, Darth Plagueis the Wise is his name. I mean, it's not a story the Jedi would tell you, it's a Sith legend. Darth Plagueis was a dark lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise he could use the Force to influence the midichlorians to create life. He had such a knowledge of the dark side that he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. He became so powerful, the only thing he was afraid of was losing his power, which eventually, of course, he did. Unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew. Then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. It's ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself. So Palpatine thinks. It's Palpatine telling that story of Darth Plagueis, and Palpatine is actually the apprentice that he's talking about. And he was supposed to have killed Darth Plagueis. Except Darth Plagueis did actually die and raised himself from the dead, unknown to Palpatine. So he actually does know the secret to eternal life. He's kind of a Lazarus. He's not exactly a zombie because he still has all his mental functions, but he's an aware zombie. He's a Lazarus. And he's been pulling strings in the background, making things hard for the Emperor, probably, all for the benefit of the dark side. So we've actually been listening to Snoke from The Force Awakens for the last 45 seconds. So you'd notice that the song didn't really change. Not there's much to the song. It kind of reminds me of my dishwasher, to be honest. But still, it could mean that Snoke is in fact Plagueis. It would make sense. Star Wars does this thing with symmetry where it's kind of like space opera poetry, where the same things keep happening over and over to the galaxy and to the characters. Now, one of the points that I'd like to bring up that maybe this isn't true is it's only a theme. It's only a song. Even though there's a basis in the expanded universe for this being true, it's only a song. If you remember in Attack of the Clones, when they first show the clones right at the end of the movie, they play Darth Vader's theme, which is also the Imperial March. And Darth Vader kind of has nothing to do with that theme. It's about the clones and senators, and Palpatine's there, but they're playing Darth Vader's theme. So this could just be speculation, fan speculation. It's cool to think about, though, and it would be cool if it's true. So here at Stardock, we give it our seal of approval, and we hope it's true. I'll see you next time. Rate, comment, subscribe. So what's your theory? Let me know in the comments. We'll see you next time. Visit Stardock.space.